everyone, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to another edition of Superhero, I don't know if I said that right, another edition of Superhero Wednesday, the day of the week where we like to get down and nerdy, and we like comic book reviews, we like Lego shit, we like Optimus Prime, we are, but this week it is it's time for another comic book spoiler heavy review, because we're here for the all-important, the all-anticipated by the masses, Absolute Batman issue 12 review. How quickly, too legit to quit, is that cover. That cover is beyond, or anything I can do to pleasure my girlfriend, which isn't very much. Quite often she'll say, "You're a massive disappointment." This could never. What joke was I trying to do there? What's just happened? Just casually decided to wipe out a lot of my Funko Pops and all the shit on my shelves. But no, we are back with the Absolute Batman series, continuing to review every issue. I think we've reviewed every issue so far. Have we? I'm pretty sure we have. I don't think we've missed one. If we have, I'm sorry. Let me know. We should have done a playlist on its own. I haven't done a playlist for this. Not that that matters. I don't know, because we're going to go spoiler heavy. I don't know if I should put graphic warning ahead, because I'm going to show you a few fucked up panels. Where did we leave off last on the story? Okay, so we got to the hypothetical scenario in Alfred's head of what Bane and all the people that, was working with him and shit like that would do to Batman, and, inject him with his own venom and stuff like that, and how they would turn him into the old fucking Batman crazy venom induced sort of lunatic, and then it was like, no, not really, he's going to go after the people that you love the most. So we saw Bane ending with Ed, Oz and Harvey, sort of just looking down at them, and his shadow sort of over them, ready to fuck them up. Well, let's just go straight away and get into it. He absolutely fucks them up. He completely annihilates and destroys these fuckers in their own different various ways, kind of turning them into, well, no, not kind of, definitely turning them into the villains that we ultimately know. We don't necessarily know if they will go on to become villains in this, because we see Ed sort of still being happy with Bruce about it. No, yeah, well, riddles and all this kind of shit. We see Penguin in a fucked up messy blob, and Harvey, he doesn't actually admit that he hates Bruce, but he says, "I only hate you half the time." Two-Face, the whole thing going on there. This particular story, we do, again, I will show you panels and shit. We start off with Croc and Bruce being like, "Oh, you saved me," and then Wayland wants Bruce to kill him. He's like, I want you to end it, I want you to kill me, the hunger and all this kind of shit. And it looks like Bruce is going to go down and stab him, but he misses him, and he's like, "No, I'll do it myself," and stuff, because he feels like I can help you find a cure. In fact, it starts off with someone like him even saying, "I want it to end," and he's like, Bruce, like, "I'll do whatever I can to find a cure." He's like, "No, I want it to end properly, permanently, kill me," or whatever. Wayland eventually fucks off into the water and stuff, not to be seen again for the rest of the issue. Bruce has obviously made it back into Gotham. He's been found by Alfred. Bruce has been unconscious and passed out for 20 days. He then goes finds his mom. We do get a little bit of a back thing as well, backstory on a bit more of a flashback between Bruce and Selena and shit that's going on there. Bruce makes it back to his mum's house. She gives him a slap. She's like, "Oh my God, I thought I was going to get that phone call of you being dead and shit." And then he goes to the hospital and he visits all of his different friends individually and shit like that. And then he's like, "Right, Alfred, we need to sort this out. We need to gear up. We need to get ready for war. We're taking this son of a bitch down." There's an intrusion, and it's like, okay, he's here now. Him and Bruce, Alfred and Bruce are going on, getting ready for it. And it turns out it's actually Catwoman that's entered the fray, and she's the one that's coming at the end, not Bane. And she's like, "Oh, what, nice to meet you again." Issue ends, and where we go going forward. This was a phenomenal issue. Wasn't the best out of them, all of them, but it was an amazing issue to show specifically, and more particularly, I'm fucking butchering my words here, of how disgusting, of how calculated, sadistic, evil, twisted this Bane is. We get some breakdowns of each individual person, so we know that like Harvey, for example, he hit him so precise and whatnot, and he did all this shit to him that his head, when he was found, his head was like basically split into two, which is fucked. Ed, he's tied him up to his machine, and he's made him all like fucking weird and like, "Hey, computery." He says, "I want a game of wits with you," and then he starts slamming it. He beats his game of wits against Ed. In a minute, Ed says, and he starts smashing his head into it, and he starts talking about how his his brain, his frontal lobes hitting like his skull and all this kind of shit, and he's now just hooked up constantly, like questions everywhere, questions. But I think Penguin's the worst. Bane beats the shit out of him, breaks pretty much every bone in his body, some of them twice, but to the point where no vital organs were harmed, and he's just a horrible minging blobby mess. It's fucking disgusting. I will show you. So we already knew this Bane was fucked. We already knew this Bane was badass and the maybe the worst version of Bane we've ever got. But to see the calculated kills, well, not kills, sorry, attacks on these three is just fucked. And once again, though, still because I've decided to do this in fucking stupid, idiotic form, without, you know, what we just have on one hand. There is Bruce and Wayne getting out the water. You can see Bruce and Wayne. Waylon there is, you know, is asking him, please kill me and stuff. And then Bruce is like, no, find a cure. And then we see that they're the ones there where he's going to hammer down, but he puts the knife next to him. By the way, that new Batman we got not long ago, with Killer Croc being super cute and adorable, like he's a toddler walking around in this body. And then we get this awesome shot, and then like Waylon's heading back into the water, and see you later. You know, I want it all to end. This one's actually called Abomination. I can do it down. We don't need to see too much of the flashbacky sort of stuff. It's fine. There's Bruce waking up, and Alfred tells him about how the Venom stuff's been, you know, all entwined with him. He's got this like methods to get it to his brain and the rest of his body and all that kind of shit. Which is mean we also see that the Venom sort of taking a toll on Bruce, but he's kind of has to just sort of shrug it off and get on with life, and you can't just let it beat him down and ground him down. Reunited with his mum. Right, this is the first one that's going to make you feel absolutely rotten, because it made me feel rotten. This is Oz. Look at the fucking clip of that. The doctor says something about he's going to lose 2 feet of his height. Obviously, we know the Penguin to be sort of small and decrepit and shit. And he's going to be in pain forever, and nothing's going to sort of like heal right. He's going to constantly be like this. That is what Bane did to him. He calculated this attack so all of his vital organs wouldn't be fucked and shit. They're all working. And how, in fact, you can see, you get little flashbacks too, because that's him entering there. Look, that's meant to be Oz there. From that into that. And as he's doing it, he's sort of mocking them, like he says about how you want so badly to be big, don't you? The pink gym raw muscles, the lifts in your shoes, and he's sort of mocking them as he's doing it and shit. Then we'll get on to see Harvey's not too bad to look at, but I will show you where he gets stomped on. So there's Harvey. We know the crack there. We do get a little flashback of Bruce. Well, Bruce is talking about a story they shared from this old cop that they used to know. And we also see that Harvey was trying to attack Bane. Bane just fucking obliterates him. And over here we see there's Harvey and the two sides of him. He's on the deck with Bane's boot over him, and he just fucking chomps down hits. And we see the poker chip and stuff like that, which I'm assuming, I don't know if I overlooked it or not, is that his version of his coin in this? I'm not quite sure. And then another fucked one. So we see Bruce entering, and it's quite cool because he thinks at first nothing's wrong. He's like, Eddie, are you all right? Yeah, I'm fine, Bruce, just over here working. Thank God, I thought maybe he hurt you too. And as well, he doesn't realize he has, but he's just made him completely mental. And he's connecting them all up to this, and he's put his brain in all these wires, and we see there Bane just fucking squishing him and smashing him and fucking hitting him. And we get this horrible, I think that's probably the sick one. This horrible Ed, who's just, look, Bruce is ready to fucking go nuts. And you can kind of just make out the bit on top of the skull. Kind of looks like a little bit of a question mark. If it's, I don't know if this is mirror image for you or not. I can't quite tell. It kind of does look like it's a little bit of a question mark with the eye being the dot of the question mark and stuff. And then we get, sorry, I forgot to mention, Bruce is actually going to go try and get some help from some of the older the gang members and naughty people from Gotham and shit. He's trying to recruit who he can to help and whatnot. But one of the badass moments here is when they think Alfred and Bruce think Bane's entered, we get this team up sort of image with this, look at that, Tommy gun is it called, with Alfred ready to just go nuts. But we see they're going through the stalker, like, show yourself, thinking it's Bane. It's not, it's Catwoman, and she has her lovely, what's her words again? Well, hello to you too, Bruce. Sorry if I says hello again. And we see Bruce or Batman in the reflection of her helmet. To be continued. I think it's going to run to issue 20. I think that's what I've read so far. Somewhere it's going to run to issue 20 at least. I don't know if that includes all the absolute stuff, but wow, Jesus Christ, them images of what's happened to all of his friends. Because obviously as well, don't forget, Waylon there is now Croc. Oz is in his fucking fat, minging, horrible state. Two-Face, Harvey's completely fucked. He's the Two-Face, the different personalities coming through, and Edge just completely hooked up, constantly questioning everything and stuff. It's just Catwoman left. Selina's still, as it stands, okay. I don't know if we'll see her get completely fucked up. That might be a little bit too hard to handle. But yeah, an amazing read, an amazing continuation of the story. Still fucking phenomenally, completely and absolutely, pun intended, in love with this series. Absolute Batman issue 12, massive 10 out of 10. There we have it, visuals. Another Superhero Wednesday, another Absolute Batman review. Issue 13 coming out October the... Did I read October the 11th or some shit? October at some point. Whenever we can get our hands on it. As well, quick shout out, by the time this goes out, we do have the start of, at the time of recording, I should say, the Batman Deadpool issue 1 out. The Marvel DC run that we're going to be getting for a little while, it has officially started to roll out now and stuff, so I'm very much looking forward to that. If you want a review of that, let me know in the comments below. I don't know if I will or not do it. If I will or not, shit at reviews. But more importantly, let me know what you think of Absolute Batman so far. Let me know what you think of them images and how fucked it is. And let me know, is this the worst Bane that we've got? He's been here for such a short time. Yes, recency bias, but is this the worst Bane we've ever got? I feel like it has to be as it stands at this moment in time. But anyway, visuals, thank you so much for watching. You guys are literally the fucking best. And remember, always keep being you and keep on web slinging on.